Hi, my name is Dave Marcello. I'm running for mayor to give the community of Brookfield a choice of who they'd like to represent them going forward. I felt in the past that sometimes the best candidates had not stepped forward and gotten into the race, and I think that the next 4 years are really crucial to who leads the city. And so the reason that I'm running for mayor is to bring a non-status quo approach to bear on the city. And I think there are really three numbers I'd like to leave you with: the number 50, the number 1.5, and the number 1. The number 50 really represents the fact that over 50 years ago, the Marcellos moved here. My mother and father and me and my 8 siblings moved to this community. And we grew up in this community from 1958 forward and been very involved with it. We know a lot of the people that made up the value of this community from the beginning. The Griswolds, the Schweitzers, the McCartons. What I'd like to do is draw on the values that I've learned in this community as a student at St. Dominic's, a lifetime member of that parish, as well as what I've learned in high school and the contacts that I've developed over the years in this community to reach out to the people that really have added value to this community in the last 50 years. And most importantly, to reach forward and keep Brookfield a premier community going into the next 50 years. And I think that's really what one of the big issues is. And it's your choice who should lead it. One of the most important things for Brookfield to be successful going forward is the number 1.5. 1.5 is my vision of where community taxes should be going forward. 1.5% of assessed value, that is. Right now, in the last 8 years, we've seen our taxes creep and creep and creep, and we've gone from a community being one of the 5 lowest taxed property tax communities in the metro area to being maybe in the top 10. And so it's important that we get to some sanity here, and I think the residents have agreed that things can't just keep going up and up and up. I'd like to move us from that 1.7% of assessed value that our property taxes currently are to 1.5%. And then finally is the number 1. The number 1 has to do with how one person can make such a difference in this community. And that one person's you, the voter, of course, who ultimately is going to decide who should represent them, who should represent you going forward. But we can look at our own experiences and see how one person like Ken Voigt has made a huge difference for soccer in Brookfield with the development of Ken Voigt Soccer Park. We also could look at somebody like a Don Wilson, who had a passion for the performing arts, and how his passion has inspired other people and himself to put up money to build a community performing arts center that's second to none. And we can go down the list, but historically speaking, Ed McCoy put up 10 acres of his own land so that people would have a premier baseball park known as McCoy Field to play baseball at. And so one person can make a huge difference going forward, and I'd like to be that one person to make a difference, to keep Brookfield affordable, to keep it competitive, and to keep it the number 1 choice for people who are looking for a place to move to live or to raise a family. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support.